we go. Helmet down, mic put in a corner, new whole setup. I hope this is a lot better setup. We'll find out. Looks like the GoPro probably needs to be set a little higher, to set up higher and look out further. Looks to me like it's looking down. Alright, doing 55, trying to talk on the mic. I've gone through a ass load of problems with this, trying to match up. I bought this session right here, this camera first, not realizing that you can't do external microphone to this camera right here. So I'm like, God almighty. And then somebody told me, we'll just record the video to a separate device, like a little recorder, and take that recorder and then match the two up, and then you got your video. Well, that sounds easy enough, right? So I didn't have the recorder at the time. I had an old Sony IPCM 330 something, an older one that I used to do something at work years ago, and it saved the files in a some kind of crazy file, an MSV file, some Sony file. Oh, dropping down temperature right here, it's cold. So couldn't find anything that would convert that file correctly from that MSV file to a MP4 or WAV file or anything. It was a disaster. So I went out and bought that thing. $70 for that damn thing, which saved everything in a MP4 or MP3 file. Perfect, right? So I'll start my podcast. Jacked with mics and stuff with this thing, couldn't get anything that worked correctly. Finally found that if I place the recorder, just slip it down in the helmet right here, if I slip it down right here, it performed pretty good. Audio was really good, actually. So that's what I do. And then, so everything's right. Take off, come back. Short rides 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not really a problem as long as it's consistent. You could put the audio with the video, drop out the audio that's on the camera. You could drop that audio out, and then you could insert the audio from the voice recorder. Well, but any ride over any length of time where you turn the GoPro on and off, on and off, on and off, let's say you stop somewhere and you turn the GoPro off, then you try to match it up later, it doesn't. Even though the video works together, if you get them in order, works flawlessly. The video flows flawlessly. Trying to match the video of the audio up with that choppy video is impossible. And it just becomes so incredibly aggravating, to the point where I was just like, I give up. I just said, screw it, I'm not doing it anymore. So I broke down and I bought this GoPro that's on me right now, that I can record audio and video on one thing. And it seems to be, well then, get it home last night. I already had this plug. Start hooking up my audio, the mic up to this thing, along with the cable. doesn't work. I couldn't believe it. It doesn't work. I'm thinking to myself, good God almighty, now what? And so basically, I realized that if you can't have the GoPro on, then plug in the mic and expect the mic to work. If you turn it off, plug the mic in, then turn it on, then it works. So now, this is my first test with this thing. I'll have the video and audio together. This session, I'm going to put here as I give a couple of shots of me. I've also got a GoPro mount on the fender, front fender. There's a flat place on my fender, flat. It's kind of in the back, but I can tilt the GoPro forward. There. And I've got one back on the rear swing arm. So we'll see how well it works. So I left work early this morning. This is 7:24 right now. I'm coming through traffic, and traffic is not near as bad. But hell, my kids are off. My wife just sleeps in. She works whenever she wants to. I mean, she has a schedule, but she can start it an hour later than normal or earlier. Just depends. She makes her own schedule for the next day. She calls her patients ahead of time and tells them hey, I'll be seeing you tomorrow at 8, 9, whatever. It doesn't work that way for me. Alright, now I'm slowing down. Be able to speak a little more plainly. More plainly. It's pretty nuts. Damn, no feet. I play this game, ride my bike. Don't put your feet down. I'm trying to put my feet down. Drives me. Oh, no, I'm driving bananas, but so it's like no feet. So if you hear me saying no feet, no feet, no feet, that's what I mean. Typically the worst drivers that you find are like right now, when they're in a fret to get to work. If I'd have waited 10 or 15 more minutes, they really would be out. But also, in doing that, it's sort of like swimming in the ocean. There's sharks out there. There may be sharks close to you, and you don't know it yet. No feet, no feet, no feet. Ah! I did it, no feet.